Hey guys, so today we're going to join Heidi's DIY challenge. Her channel is Happily Thriving Heidi, and I'll have that as well as the playlist linked below. Today's theme is Easter, so come check out what we're going to make for this Easter DIY challenge. Here we go, guys. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel where we do DIY projects, crafts, and a little bit of organization, but all on a budget. Don't forget, I try and link everything I used in the description box below, and if I can't link exactly what I used, I'll link something as close as I can get. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, check out some of my previous videos, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I looked up a bunny outline. This is the one I'm going to be using. And then I have a clear piece. This is just like what stickers and stuff come in. Oh, sorry, it's covered in some Spanish moss. So I'm going to go ahead and use that, and basically I just don't want to do as much work trying to draw out the entire bunny, so I'm going to try and trace it. I'm just going to enlarge it on my phone till it's the size I want, and then go ahead and enlarge it and move it around so I can I can trace all the pieces. So here's a bunch of the pieces that I cut out, and I did cut it out with the package still together because then I could separate it and I'd have two. I don't know if you can see that, but there's two there now. So I did go ahead and do it that way I didn't have to draw everything twice. But now what I'm going to do is take the extra step to draw it on this painter's tape, and then, where I got it's frog tape, but it's used like painter's tape, and then I'm going to cut it all out and we'll do our next step. I would have just printed off the bunny, which I did, but I lost the piece of paper, so an easier way to do that is just to shade everything on one side and then kind of press on here where the outlines are so that you don't actually have to draw everything a couple times, but I lost my paper, so we're doing it this way to make it work. So my initial idea was to do this on a mason jar, which I think would still be really cute, but when I was looking through the glass products I have, I found this cup, and honestly I'm not going to use it as a cup after this, but I think it would be absolutely adorable with the shape of this, and I think it'd be a little more adorable than using the mason jar. Use whatever you have, but the Dollar Tree has wine glasses that are very similar to this, and that's where I got this mason jar. So use whatever you have, use whatever you like best. What I'm going to do is go ahead and just wipe this one off again because you can see it's got some water spots and fingerprints. And as I cut these off, I'm going to go ahead and put them on here where I'm going to like them best. On the parts, like I only did one of the ears, so I'm going to use an X-Acto knife so I can cut that out and actually get 2 layers of the tape, and if it gets a little bit further, that's okay. It's not that expensive of tape, and I'd rather do that than have to draw these lines again, which you can see it's not very neat. I didn't worry about being perfect, and it did bleed under the plasticky material just a little bit, but I think it's still going to turn out good because we're only going to use this as a template. So here's what our wine glass looks like with everything put on, all the stickers put on, and I have been using a lot of white chalk paint lately, so I'm going to use ivory chalk paint. This one is by Waverly Inspirations, but honestly you could use any chalk paint that you want. I thought about doing pink just because of Easter and I like pink, but I figured since it is a bunny face, we'll go ahead and do that, and then it'll tie in how we're going to finish off the ears a little bit better too. So let's get this painted. I'm going to do 2 coats of the Ivory chalk paint, and then we'll peel those stickers off and leave the ear stickers. So here I took 3 pieces of twine and I just braided them together, and where these stickers have been, I'm going to lay the twine, and I'm going to use some E6000 so it stays. I also have my clamps so I can clamp it down to help it stay, and I'm just going to have it come up and around where these pieces have been. So you might notice that the bunny has a little bit of splotchiness or bumpiness. My chalk paint was a little old and I didn't know ahead of time, so I decided to still go ahead and use my chalk paint, and I thought it just gave it a little bit more texture like a real bunny would have, so I went ahead and I left it. Otherwise I would have redone the whole thing. After I take all the clamps off, I just go ahead and pinch the very tops of the ears, and this gives it a little bit more of a point so it looks a little bit more bunny-like. You can use Mod Podge on the rope prior to gluing it down if you want it to have a little bit more of a thicker feeling or a sturdiness, and then you're all set. It'll stay for you. Here's a final look at our project. I wanted to go ahead and add some ribbon in that bow area, but I didn't have a ribbon that I liked, so I'm leaving it for now. But this is so cute as a little vase or to add some pens and pencils in. You can use it for a million different things, depending on what you like best. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I can't wait to do another craft with you next time. Bye-bye!